Okay, we are live. We are live. This is nothing but Game Group exclusive. We got Dwayne Mooney on the check-in, the sacred man, and he's going to talk to us about that, about love, about business, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to pick the brother's mind, and we're going to take some things he says, and we're going to apply it in our own life, and that's how we're giving it up tonight. Dwayne, welcome.
Welcome. Hey, thank you I'm glad to be here.
Man, so I want to dive right in. I don't want to ask the typical questions. I want to dive right in. What the hell is a sacred man? What does that mean?
Well, a sacred man is a magical, masculine male. A magical, masculine male. So when somebody say 3M, they talking about you. Okay. So we are the type of men. We are, see, we used to hear about the alpha male. Well, that's the stereotypical European dude that beats his chest. We're beyond that. We're into our masculine, but we understand the feminine inside of us. That's why we attract certain females, because we love the feminine inside of us, and she becomes a representation of what's inside of us, and she appears outside of us. So the women you attract are you. Okay? So it's about literally showing up for women, being present for them, and being that masculine energy in their life.
Okay, hold on, Dwayne, because if somebody on the outside was listening, they're going to say, brother, that's simping, bro. What are you talking about, feminine energy, being present for a woman? What are you talking about, bro? Can you explain that real quick? So to be a sacred man, I have to embrace my femininity. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. If you go into the laws of Tantra and Taoist sexology, the only way you can have serious ejaculation control is that you have to submit to the feminine energy in you. See, a masculine man or alpha man, he'll get on the yoni, and he's going to try to conquer it. And you can't conquer the yoni. You got to be able to relax. You got to be sensitive. You got to be yielding in order to have ejaculation control. So let me go back to what I'm saying about the masculine energy. You have to understand that each individual is masculine and feminine energy by nature. We're a combination of masculine and feminine. Most of us men, we don't get in touch with our feminine. What is that? What do I mean in touch with our feminine? I'm not talking about being gay and being no simp. I'm talking about being soft, yielding, know how to be, let your woman take the lead at times. I'm talking about knowing when she's crying, you know how to hold her, you know how to deal with your children, even changing diapers and dealing with them, you know how to listen. Those type of feminine qualities that we don't get into enough. That's why men die before women, because we're always trying to be hard. We're always trying to know everything. So when you understand that soft side of you, that sensitive side of you, you know how to take care of yourself better. You know how to take care of your health. You're going to make sure you work out. You're going to make sure you're eating right. You're going to make sure you do those things that women usually do for men that you do for yourself. So when you come at a woman 100%, understanding that feminine quality, you don't miss a beat, because when you see her, you know that's a part of you. So you know that is a reflection of you. Usually the most beautiful, feminine, sweetest women who are yielding, who are loving, those are the type of women I attract, because that stuff is in me too. So when I see it, I know that's me. So what do men attract? They usually attract hard women, masculine women, because they have not nurtured the feminine in them. So of course you're going to attract what you have not nurtured, so you're going to attract a masculine woman.
Deep. Okay, so for a person that is like, okay, Dwayne, I'm going to let energy flow, and I'm going to tap into my femininity. Now, how does he govern that? So he's not having too much, where he's getting the right dosage for him. How will he go about handling that?
That's deep. That's deep. I'm glad you went there. So when we go back to the motherland and we look at our spirituality, the God was called Amma, Amma, A-M-M-A, Amma, Father, Mother God. The Spirit is just not a father, it's a Father, Mother God. So when a man is born, he's born masculine, feminine energy, but he's dominant masculine. When a woman is born, she is born feminine masculine, but she's dominant feminine. So, in other words, you are a man. You are a superior man. You are a divine masculine man. That's why I said magical, masculine, male. You are so much in your male energy that dominates you. You love it. You build with it. Your leadership. You're all those good things that a man is supposed to be. But at the same time, when that feminine is around you, that complement, you know her well. So what happens is, because you're in touch with your feminine energy, you know how to lead her. You know how to lead her. You know how to show up for her when she needs you. Instead of being somewhere else doing your masculine macho thing, you know it's time to get down and be supportive with your woman. So you control it by understanding that you are dominant masculine, so that you make no mistake. You don't want to be in no gay club. You don't want to put on no dress. You don't want to put on no stockings. You don't want to put on no lipstick. You're nowhere near that. You just understand the feminine spiritual energy or the goddess energy that's in your woman too. You know it's a reflection of you.
Okay. Now, let me segue, Dwayne, because if we look inside the community, one would argue, and a lot of women say this, man, the guys are emotional, right? There's something wrong with the dudes. They're like, this is a quote from women, dudes act like bitches. Okay. So do these guys, are they operating in feminine energy? Why does it, what does this look like? Because it doesn't look like the feminine is working for them.
No, they're overboard. They turn into something else.
Gotcha.
They've yielded into the feminine essence where they've turned into women, basically. Energetically, or you see, a lot of men are actually trying to be women. These are dudes that have flipped. They don't love women. They want to be women. You remember at a time, check this out. This is how deep it goes. When I was coming up, the Michael Jacksons, the Princes, all these androgynous dudes coming out was real hot, right? Now it's been flipped. You get all these gay rappers and these dudes wearing dresses and all this craziness going on. But back then, when that was going on, dudes wearing the heavy makeup, permanent hair, and women were loving them, and you couldn't tell what they were. Were they gay? Were they straight? We don't know what they are. I would not, when it came around, when my son wanted to get a Michael Jackson outfit, for Halloween, or he wanted to get a Michael Jackson outfit, I wouldn't let him do it. Because to me, I wouldn't let him go the Prince and Michael Jackson route. It's like women loved it. It was cute. Why do women love it? Women love it because check this out. This is how deep it goes. Because men are trying to be like them. So, of course, women love it because it's like a compliment. But when they get with these dudes, notice Prince or Michael Jackson could never keep a woman long term. Why is that? Because when you're overcompensating with your feminine energy, you start draining a woman of her essence. Okay? And what ends up happening is that she becomes in her masculine energy. So you get women saying, these bitch ass, N-words, these dudes is coming feminine. Well, okay, if that's what you're saying, maybe you're in your masculine. So this is the type of men you are attracting. So if women get into their feminine nature, but still understand their masculine. See, women have done, especially black women in America, they have done the opposite. They have gotten into their masculine by necessity. Single parent, they got to be the mama and the daddy, whole deal. But now they've overcompensated with that masculine energy, where you just said, oh, bitch ass, Negro, going into that mentality, that aggressive mentality, which is a masculine energy, which is what they should have because they need it to, stabilize themselves and thrive in America. But they overcompensate and they become the masculine energy. So when those little boys are raised, they're confused. they have a mama that's raising them. So, of course, they're going to come out over-emotional and feminine and bitch-made because they were raised around women. So that's why when I always tell single women or parent women to put your boys around masculine men, not around your gay buddies, your masculine men who are strong black men in the community.
Okay. So for the women that's on the line, what does that look like, Dwayne? Like, because we know masculinity is an energy. So when it's inside of the physical, for the women that's on and they have sons and daughters, what does that look like? So when she says, you know what, I need to put these children around a man.
Yes.
How she needs some type of navigation. How is she going to know what that looks like?
Well, it's easy to find them. One place that you can any leadership position, you usually find it around black coaches who are dealing with boys in sports. They're usually alpha males. You will find them in entrepreneurship positions. Usually brothers that are working for themselves and who are succeeding. They usually have a alpha energy. When you go to the brothers with the good, and this is the brothers that you got to watch out for. The brothers with the high-paying jobs, the nerd brothers that you never wanted in high school, and so you never gave them any play, but you want to give them play when they graduate and they're making good money. But the thing is, they don't like you because you didn't like them. So now you get with this brother who's usually, in his feminine energy because he's being controlled by a boss. Okay, so he's being controlled. Somebody's leading him. So you got to watch out for them brothers. You can find a good brother within there, but be careful because a lot of them don't like you because you didn't like him when he was in high school. So be careful when you deal with this brother that he got some issues.
Okay, Dwayne, so let me ask this. So doesn't a woman, doesn't she know how to, she needs to know how to receive a man, right? I've seen conversations where they're like, you ain't my daddy, right? Talking crazy to somebody.
Oh, I'm glad you went here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you ain't my daddy. Check this out. When women start comparing me with their father, I get away from them real quick. I get away from them because I ain't trying to be your daddy. Your daddy was your superhero in your eye, but let me go ask your mama about your daddy. Okay? The stuff that you don't know, what your daddy was really doing. They are protected. They don't really understand. They don't get the real story about what daddy was really about. So they have this facade, this make-believe energy about how good their daddy was. You ain't my daddy. Ain't nobody as good as my daddy. Well, if you talk to the wife, you find out the daddy was doing some stuff. So what I'm saying is when they start talking that daddy stuff, they're looking for that Prince Charming, that dude who do everything. And that's when we come to Poly. Let me say this to your audience right now. Can't nobody be everything. Let me repeat that. Can't nobody be everything. There's no perfect woman. There is no perfect man.
Right.
Men end up trying to get with their mama. Women end up trying to get with their daddy. And people will never live up to your image of what you think your mama was about and what you think your daddy was about. So you got to deal with people with who they are. And when you attract, and women, get this clear, you make the choice. You're the one who chooses. So when you get, like what happens when we chasing, I never chase women. I never chase women. When you're chasing women, and you finally get them, and you marry them, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be chasing them through the whole marriage. She ain't going to be giving you no yoni. Every time you want it, she got something to say. Every little thing you do, she got something to say. She's just not happy. But when they choose you, brother, life is wonderful. You can get away with stuff. You can do stuff. Because she chose you. She wants to be with you. So the relationship ends up being a happier relationship because she's not tripping off of every little thing that you do or looking for a way out or looking for something that's wrong because she made the choice. And when women make a choice, they are loyal and they are committed. Okay, so that's a little secret. Let women choose you. Stop chasing them. Now, there's a difference is, trying to hunt them down, and I'm going to get her by any means necessary. That's how brothers do. And when you end up getting them, you end up being unhappy because she really didn't want you in the first place. She wanted somebody else down the street, but you came at her. You threw money on her. You threw the car at her. You threw what you could do, and you get her, and she gonna get with you because you represent, relaxation and support, and you represent all that for her. But she don't love you like that. It's that dude that lived 2 blocks away that she loved like that. So you got to let women choose you. Stop going so hard on trying to get a female. Let her choose you.
Good. Okay. So from the male's perspective, Dwayne, going back to that sacred man, how can a guy on the line operate in his sacred manhood and attract women, right? When a lot of the masses of women, if he's operating in that frequency, he's going to be standing on philosophies and principles. He's not a popular dude because he's probably firm. He probably doesn't tolerate no disrespect, a lot of fuck shit. He's not having idle chatter with females just to be on the phone with them. He's committed to a purpose, right? Yeah. He's not a popular guy. So how can that guy attract dimes and women of quality when they don't know what they're looking at when they see him?
Okay, that's deep. My book, Sacred Man, How to Love, Heal, and Manage Multiple Women. That's the book. How to Love, Heal, and Manage Multiple Women. Now, Sacred Man, in order to do all that, you have to work on you. So this is where we go into the part of working on you. For one thing, if you're raised with a single mother, you gotta get out of that stuff. So you gotta manage your mama, just like you manage women. Because if you don't manage your mama, you'll end up getting and attracting your mother energy. Mother tries to dominate you with little subtle hints and subtle sayings, and you become a mama's boy even when you're grown. You tripping and talking about you don't cook better than my mama and all that crazy stuff. Well, you ain't having sex with your mama, so what's the point, bro? What you talking about? So you got to get out of all that. But you have to manage her, and you got to put your mama in her place because she's a woman too, and women will cross the line. My mother told me a long time ago, this is what messed me up. She told me always be nice to women. How do you tell a young 12-year-old that? You're going to implement in my brain, my subconscious mind, to always be nice to women? Since 12, that was the downfall of Dwayne Mooney. You would know as well as I know you cannot always be nice to women because if you are, you become a pushover. You got to have some of that gangster in you because that's what they're attracted to naturally. When they say, oh, I'm attracted to the thug, and we get mad at that, no, they're attracted to the thug for a reason because the thug is aggressive. He's going to do everything he said. He's going to dominate the relationship. He ain't going to take no shit. He's going to do him. He's going to be him, and he's going to get out there and take risks. They may be insane risks, but it's the energy. So you got to be a positive thug. You got to be a peaceful gangster. You got to have that energy, that quality to say, hey, you ain't getting away with that shit with me. But the buck stops here. And you will notice that when you're like that, so you just said something is we're a small minority in a group of black men, but guess what? That's why we have multiple women. When you stay strong in that and you start flipping the script in your mind and say, I am a sacred man, and I attract as many women as I want, and I work on my feminine energy that attracts beautiful women, brother, you be turning women down. So many women be coming at you because they want you to do. You're the dude that they're looking for. Because all you have to do is show up for women. Men do not know how to show up for women. What do I mean by that?
Facts.
You know, if I'm dating a woman, if a woman is in my life, if I'm just Facebooking a woman and I like her, inboxing, I'm going to show up on. I'm going to check on her, make sure she's okay. I'm going to say hi in the day. How's her day going? If I have a girlfriend and we have a relationship and we have sex, what do men do? Have sex, leave her alone. If I have sex with you, you my woman. You see what I'm saying? if we go in there, you my woman. I'm going to deal with you like you my woman. Right. So now I'm checking on you, making sure you're all right. In the middle of the day, I'm checking on you at work. I'll even tell her, hey, baby, how you doing? And when she's at work, why don't you touch your yoni for me right now and think about it. I'm getting her hot all throughout the day. So by the time the foreplay is all day, by the time she get with me, she's ready to come. I mean, as in C-U-M. She's ready. So her orgasm has already started just by me conversating with her and me showing up. So what does that mean, showing up for her? When she needs a shoulder to cry on, I'm there. When she needs me to do something for her, if I'm available, I'm there. If I'm not available, I can't do it. But she knows that my presence is felt and that I'm the person in her life that she can depend on. And it's different between depending on and using. She's not using me and taking advantage of me because everything you just said. I'm on a mission. I got shit to do. I'm working on taking over the world and building an empire. I'm building a kingdom. So if you come with me, you can build an empire, but I'm going to also help you build your queendom because I don't want to dominate you in that sense. I want you to be a free woman and be all that you can be. I'm going to support that. So we come together as I build my kingdom, you build your queendom, we build our empire together. And so this is what creates strong, bonded, black relationships. And myself, I have relationships with women all over the country like that. Okay? And I have two main women that I call my wives. One of them I am legally married to. The other one I'm not, but I consider them both my wives. And my other loves are around the country, soon to be around the world.
But hold on, Dwayne, because I wanted to build a template before I scratch that itch right there. Because we're in America, and there's women on the line I know that are like, nigga, I don't share. I don't share, right? So now I understand where the mentality could come from because we have Disney movies. And a 3-5-year-old is looking at herself as a princess, right? And we live in the first world where you can be anything you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And you're entitled or whatever. So what do you say to that, Dwayne, when you're talking about, well, an alpha male, he has a selection, but the women are like, wait a minute, bro, I don't share.
That's hilarious. You know they're sharing anyway, right? See, what women usually do in America, they go from serial monogamous. They go from one relationship to the next, and then they'll get with a man. And 9 times out of 10, the man has another woman or is cheating on her. We call her the side chick. See, I don't even believe in that concept, the side chick. That's your other woman. That's your other woman. When you play another, that's another story. Let me get into what you're just saying. So women are up under this illusion that they're not sharing a man. If they're dating a man, he's got other women that he's just not talking about. So you're doing it anyway. So what happens is when you get a brother like me who's up front, who's letting you know as soon as we meet, if we're having a real conversation, I'm going to tell you I have other women. I got a couple of wives. I got some girlfriends. I'm letting you know where I'm at. So I'm giving you the choice from jump. Do you want to deal with me? Now, what happens because of my energy and my vibe and my sacred man energy, they never met a man like me. You know, I know how to touch you. I know how to hold you. I know how to talk to you. I know how to communicate. I know how to listen. I know how to pace and lead you in a conversation. Well, they get overwhelmed and they get curious about who is this brother in my face telling me about his other women, telling me that he wants me in his life. Who's this dude? So a lot of women get into that. You would be amazed how interesting women are when a brother tells the truth. What happens to a man when he does? This is the deep part, goes back to what you're talking about. When a man tells the truth, and he's not trying to bullshit women and run game, but he's being authentically real, what happens is his testosterone raises. His masculine energy raises. What are women, feminine women? It puts women right into their feminine. So what does that do? They automatically become attracted to the energy because the vibration is so powerful. Brother ain't running no game. Brother got leadership. Brother got other women. How you get other women? And they listening to him, and they know about each other. What is this about? Their curiosity increases, right? So it's a great way to actually attract women. It's a great to be honest and truthful and real, because if they see my women are happy, I'm not sitting up there complaining about my women. I'm telling them what they're doing, how they're building. I'm building business with them. We're doing stuff together. They want to be a part of that kind of lifestyle, right? Their life is becoming better. The women are having orgasms. They're happy. They're not depressed women. A lot of women like it. You would be surprised.
Hold on, Dwayne. Hold on. But the Lord won't send me nobody else's husband.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say to that? This is the commentary that what? Okay. He's a married man. The Lord would never send me another woman's husband.
This is how deep we go. You ready to go for this? I want folks to really get ready for what I'm about to say. I'm about to hurt some feelings right now. Okay? Let's talk about that same Lord that would not send another man's husband to you. Now, let's break that down. You always say that God is poly. You know why I say that? Think about it. Didn't he share a woman with another man who was married?
Abraham and Sarah?
No, Joseph. Wasn't Joseph married to Mother Mary?
True.
I mean, come on. Let's get real. So
true.
He was in a poly relationship. This is the God in the Bible. So he hooked up with Joseph, his woman, all the women out there on the planet. He gonna get with somebody else's woman, right? And have a child, immaculate conception, with a woman who was already married. Now, what did Joseph have to say about that? I'm like, really, God? Really? Why me? What the fuck is up with that? So what I'm saying is your God in the Bible was actually a poly God, and don't nobody want to look at the reality of that situation. Now check out Jesus. Who was Jesus' main woman? Was she not a hoe or not? That's the other Mary Magdalene. Was she a hoe? Right. So you know, a lot of people say that was Jesus' woman, right? So, but she was a hoe, and you know, if you go into the deep spirituality of that, you know, she was a tantric priest who actually trained women in the arts of sexuality. So why would Jesus have a woman like that around him? And then when you look at most great leaders on the planet, usually have those type of women around them, especially when they're at war. Martin Luther King had other women, right? The only reason why Malcolm didn't, and Malcolm X seemed like he was a very frustrated man because, you know, he did all his dirt before he got married. But, you know, we see through Betty's letters that they weren't happily married. So, because he's trying to play the straight and narrow. But who did he get upset with when he found out that when he found out Elijah had other women, who got more pissed than Malcolm? What the hell was Malcolm upset for? You know why Malcolm was so upset? Malcolm was so upset because one of the women that Elijah had was the woman that Malcolm X really wanted to get with. Elijah said, hey, you should get with Betty. But he wanted to get with this other woman, but he didn't know Elijah was dealing with her. That's why Malcolm got so upset at Elijah. How you going to get so upset at Elijah when he said within the nation you have multiple women? Okay? So what I'm saying is, the answer to your question, when a woman says that, when the universe brings a man to you, if he's married, your question is, can you have a relationship and an understanding and a friendship and a sisterhood with the wife? If you can't, you don't need to be bothered with them. Because what's going to happen is if you become the side piece, now the man is caught up, and this is what happens to men. Now you're caught up with the wife. You still love her. You just been together with her for so long. You just want some of that new energy, right? You want some of that new yoni. So now you got this little hot girlfriend. Remember what you do. This goes back to the Bible. You marry the virgin energy, the mama energy. But when you cheat, who you cheat with? The hoe energy, the woman with the big booty with the red dress. Okay? That's who you cheat with. But you marry the virgin. You marry the good girl, but you cheat with the bad girl. Okay? So-called bad girl, which all women should have a little bad girl in her and a little good girl in her. So now a man is in between, right? He's running from the wife. He's running to the wife. And he's cheating with the girlfriend. And now when he's with the girlfriend, it's like Disneyland because he's cheating. So everything's escalated. Everything's on a high level. Ooh. Then you got to run to the wife. You got to run back to the wife. You're trying to be cool. You're trying to be lie. You're trying to lie, and you got perfume on. You're trying to get that off you. The wife knows something is wrong, but she can't figure it out. So now her self-esteem is going down because she thinks it's her. She's the problem because you're sitting up there arguing with her over nothing because you're trying to protect the lie. So now you're always in competition with your woman because you're blocking your energy off with your wife because you're not telling her the truth. Then you run into the girlfriend dealing with her with this fake relationship because the girlfriend, the side chick, is not respecting you because you're not telling the wife what's going on. So she's secretly dealing with you, trying to take you from the wife. So you got the women tripping on both sides for different reasons. So what is going on? You're being drained as a man, going into your feminine energy because you're lying and you're tripping and you're going back and forth where you ain't showing up for none of them. You're not showing up for none of them. And then what happens is you start getting sick and you start getting ill and your things stop working. Now you got prostate cancer. Now you're old and you stop messing around. You're with your wife because she done been loyal and she done hung with you forever and she pushing you around and she feeding you crap. She don't love you no more. She got a man on the side who's giving her some dick, and now you just a sad old ass man who's taking himself out with pharmaceutical drugs and bad diet, and all of a sudden you dead. You are a lifeless zombie, and you are dead just because you was lying, when what you should have did, when you saw the other woman that you liked, introduced her to your wife, and let them get a relationship, whether they're going to be friends or they're not going to be friends. They may not like each other, but at least they know about each other. They know what you're doing. So when you're with one, she knows what's happening. When you're with the other, she knows what's happening. And you're giving women the choice to be a part of your life. And you will be amazed about what happens when a man stands in his truth and what women will do to support their man.
But Dwayne, I deserve. Hold on, this is a real word right here. I deserve. I'm not one of them bitches with low self-esteem. Mm-hmm. A girl that shares a man it's too many men out here, honey. You got low self-esteem, baby. Mm-hmm. I deserve. Mm-hmm. When a woman is saying that she deserves, mm-hmm. What is she saying?
That's what they make dildos for. Seriously. Because usually when women are talking like that, they're beautiful, they're educated. I deal with beautiful, educated women. A lot of them come from that, and they're usually by themselves. And you know what they usually have? A lot of gay friend males who's hyping them up. But they don't know them gay men just taking their feminine energy. And then women get very into their masculine and very controlling. And when they get with men, they usually get with beta men that they run and control, and they become very unhappy. So the only way, and I'm not saying all women have got to deal with a man who has multiple women. Look, it's 8 women to every man in America. Black men, a lot of them are in jail. A lot of them are not on your level as being an educated woman because you want somebody who's making some money, want somebody who's equal to you, which is a falsehood, because you got to get with somebody that loves you and willing to do the work. So what happens? So you become manless. And then what happens, brother? Well, as long as I got God, I got Jesus. I got Jesus. That's all I need is Jesus.
That was hard.
So now you're going to church, and you're looking for that nut, that orgasm at church. You're getting the Holy Ghost. That's how you're getting the Holy Ghost. You really have an orgasm, right? So you're getting the Holy Ghost because you're getting that energy, you're getting that love, you're getting that affection from the pastor. He's giving you that God energy that you're believing in. So now you're waiting on Jesus. I always say if Jesus comes back, he's going to have to be a polygamist because you got a whole lot of women waiting on him. Okay? You got a whole lot of women. That's why he ain't coming back. There's too many damn women waiting on him. He said, God, I ain't going back. You ain't going to put me in that situation. Okay?
Okay, I need somebody to mute their phone. Okay, but Dwayne, I got another curveball for you. So, so does that mean I can have multiple men then?
Yes.
You do it?
Yes. All kings and queens. Look, see, the thing is, the stories we're always told when we talk about dynasties. Look, think about it. King Solomon had 600 wives and 1,000 loves, right? Thousands of loves. King Solomon. In other words, he did it for political reasons. This is where he would come into a town or, an area and dominate by getting with the women in the area. So he put his feet in there. But check it out. Do you really think all those women he had didn't have other men? Some women he may not see for a year. They didn't have no other men. They were just waiting on him. See, this is the falsehood and this is the fantasy that we have about women. Women can't have multiple men. It'll drive them crazy. If a woman has more than one man inside of her, it's going to drive her emotionally crazy. She can't do that. Wait a minute. So I'm inside of a woman. I'm getting all those luscious juices. So me being inside of different women ain't going to drive me crazy? So who done wrote this bullshit?
No, Dwayne, because the woman is the receiver, brother. Right? The woman. That's the argument. She receives energy, so she's going to have all this energy in her and different semens. Nah, brother, that's not right and exact.
Yeah. So these are the same women who can have children and 9 months of pregnancy, also can have multiple orgasms, and literally you can't even keep up with a woman. So, when a woman has orgasms, she gets energy. When you have orgasms, you ejaculate, what happens?
You're done.
You're done. So a woman could literally take different energy of semen and transmute that and have I know women who do it, have all the energy and control their destiny and use that semen to run the world. But the way they do it is what kind of men do they have to deal with? Good men, great men, not having men that just ain't about nothing. They got to attract men that are powerful. So if they're dealing with more than one powerful man, that's just going to make them more powerful. In other words, if a woman has multiple men, she's going to have men that do different things, as like I said. One man can't do everything for you. That's the falsehood. You may have a man who's the money man that you deal with. He gives you gifts and pays for stuff, or, works investments with you, or helps you open up a business. But then you have another man who's just, a support dude, just there for you, friends, talk to you. That beta dude, talking to you, communicating with you, loving you like that. Then you have another man that you just want to have sex with. You just want to fuck. It's just wild, dude. It just turns me on, just physically. I got to have this dude. So then you have another dude that's he's just like a brainiac, just smart, intellectually stimulates you. You go out to cheat, or go to the library, you go to events, art shows. So you got all these different men that do different things. So the way a woman manages her men, she may not even be having sex with all of them. She knows her limit toward how many men she can be dealing with sexually. However, she has these men in her lives that do different things. And let's go back to ancient times. When the king went to war and left the queen, and the queen had all these bodyguards and soldiers, these harem of men, you think she wasn't sleeping with them dudes? That they wasn't taking care of the queen? Are we that stupid and crazy to understand that women have needs too? That she just ain't waiting on the king to get back? The king may be killed. Anything may happen to the king. The queen is being loved on. That's the same thing that happened to Nelson Mandela's woman, Winnie. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Nelson went to jail, and then when he got out. Now, when Nelson was in jail, she had her harem of men. She was having sex with some of them. And Winnie was out there. She was warrioring out, queen standing up. Nelson got out. Remember, Nelson had prostate cancer, and he got out, right? Do you know he couldn't deal with Winnie but for 2 or 3 weeks? In other words, a half Nelson couldn't deal with a full Winnie. Okay? So my point is, when men stop tripping off of women and let women be who they are, what you're going to get, like Winnie was, a sexy, ferocious, feminine, happy woman that got your back. When you start suppressing her energy, that's when she gets fat. That's when she gets into Jesus. She's not orgasmic no more. Fibroid tumors happen. She becomes very unhappy because in most cases you're not enough to satisfy her. Because, all you want to do is have sex and you're done. You don't even understand how to have ejaculation control. And you definitely, 9 times out of 10, say black men don't like to eat the yoni. So you really in trouble when you don't know how to satisfy your women to the point. It's like the man who deals with multiple women. I'm talking about a man just dealing with one woman. She can have so many orgasms, you can't even keep up. So if a man has multiple women, if you don't have ejaculation control, you may as well leave that shit alone. You don't even need to have multiple women, because what they're going to do is kill you. That's why you see in a lot of polygamous relationships, which I don't even recommend. I'd rather for you to be monogamous than polygamous. Okay? Because now you're dealing with 3 or 4 women when all they have to do is look at you for their emotional and sexual needs. Now, you can't even be everything for one woman, but now you're going to be everything for 3 or 4 women. Okay? So he's just looking at you, waiting on you. Their energy is going to wear you out. And that's why you see in polygamous relationships, the man usually dies before the women, because literally he's trying to get the fuck out of there. Literally. He can't handle it. He's trying to be cool, but you can't deal with 3 or 4 women and you the only man in their life. That's why you have in the motherland right now in these polygamous relationships, women, I've talked to the women. I've done my research. They have their men on the side. They call them business partners and friends. And why they have to do that? Because it's taboo in the motherland. If you have another man on the side, they look at you like you the worst thing on the planet.
Right. Because of their religious practices.
Exactly. But in reality, that's what they're doing, because And the polygamous man is okay with it. He said, just don't let the information out, but I'm cool because he knows that he has the opportunity to live longer and be healthy if his women are getting orgasms at other places. That means they ain't going to be at home frustrated and mad and looking at you for salvation.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. But Dwayne, what do you say to the person that is like, Dwayne, you know what, people that live that lifestyle, you're just scared of commitment and you're scared of an emotional connection. So you divide your time with all these different people, but nobody can do that. Why not just do it with one person where you're focused? What do you say to that?
I wish you could talk to my women and say that. And I just go with me. I'll talk about me. When I was a monogamous dude. And how much time do I have?
Oh, you good. And then I'm going to open it up. I know people are thirsty to say something.
Okay.
So yeah, you good.
Okay. This is okay. I'm gonna go with me. When I was in monogamous relationships, for me, they were. When I would get into a monogamous relationship, I would automatically, as soon as I would get in a relationship, get slightly depressed. I would guess I would say clinically depressed. Because my thing was, it was like, is this it? It's just going to be me and her for the rest of my life? Oh, shit. So what I would do was disengage. I would not be there for that woman because I'm always looking outside. I'm always looking at Soul Train videos. I'm always looking at hip-hop magazines, women with the big booties. I'm fantasizing. So I never really was present to where I needed to be. So what happened with me when I took my trip to Brazil, that's a whole nother story, and came back, it was like Malcolm going to Mecca, okay? When I came back, I was a changed man. And then I understood something that I didn't understand before, and I was actually healed from these beautiful Brazilian women. So when I came back, I saw it differently. So what I'm able to do more, I could take not your woman, but somebody's woman who's married and give her more love and energy from a distance than you can in a relationship, because now I understand what women want and need. So if I became monogamous, I would be a great monogamous person because I understand women. However, I like multiple women, and the energy I give them, if you look at my life when I deal with my women, they're all a part of my lifestyle. So nothing gets complicated for I'm running from one woman to another. What I'm doing is living my life based on the principles that we talked about before, having my dreams and vision and doing my thing, and also my women having their dreams and vision. So when I'm not with them, they're doing what they love, and I'm supporting them when I'm talking to them on the phone. And because of technology, I'm Facebooking them. So I'm chatting with them. So I'm with them all the time anyway. But now, and if they see me with the other woman, they're friends. They're doing business. They're connected. We're hanging out together. We're doing things together. So the purpose becomes one. So I have joy in my life. We become community. We become empire building. So it has no regrets or, pulling on me or women being selfish or me even being selfish. I got stuff to do. I ain't trying to be up under you. I don't want you up under me. I got stuff to do. Okay? And same with her. You got stuff to do. You want somebody to take you to go to the museum? I don't want to go to the museum. Have Frank take you to the museum. I ain't trying to go to the museum. I want to watch the basketball game. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is when your life is fulfilled, you're not concerned about how much time I'm spending with you. You're concerned about the quality of time that I'm spending with you. So when I'm with you, we ain't just sitting around looking at each other. We doing stuff. We got stuff to do. Or we are sitting around looking at each other. That's what we want to do. We want to relax together. But I'm always on the move. I'm always doing stuff with my women. Well, because, you know, I'm a performer. I'm a lecturer. I'm always on the move. I got a camera, lights, cameras, action. Even on a reality show, I had 2 women with me on the show. So we're always doing things. We're always making things happen. We got things popping.
I'm going to open up the line because I'm sure people have some questions. Because I know they do, because we don't often see people walk in their truth. This is how I am. This is how I get down. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know, and I'm in full agreement with a lot of things that you said. So we don't often see that, especially from a melanated person. You know, for a long time, a European male had a lane to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? To say what they want, beat their chest. And the pinnacle and the standard of manhood, subconsciously, we all know, is a white male. That's what they beat down. They got the greatest mind: Galileo, Napoleon, General Patton, Mussolini, right? So it's they're not known throughout the world because of their penis. They're known throughout the world because of their mind. The black male is usually known for his penis, not his mind, not his integrity, not his logic, not his philosophy. Feel me? So this is important, even for those that don't agree. Now they have a frame of reference of hearing somebody say, this is how I get down, and I will not compromise my manhood for nobody. All right? That's
real talk.
That's law. That's law. You know what I'm saying? So I want to open the line. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead.
Well, I have one comment. I agree with everything you said. From a female perspective, I could honor the fact if you let me know you with multiple women, you give me the decision to be with you or not. I could respect that. It's Carlita.
Respect.
See, that's the first call. Did you hear her?
Yeah,
that's how women are. You see, we've been trained, and we're so scared of women because you know that's what happens. Because we think that they think one way. When you are truthful and in your masculine, and you see how feminine she was with her energy? You know how yielding she was? Because the truth sets them free too. Because they can't come at me and say, well, what about me? If you can have other women, I can have other men. I say, yeah, you can. So then they relax. Because what you going to fight me about? You have your choice. You ain't got nothing to fight with me about. And see, I know secretly that you ain't going to find there's very few men like me. So even though you're going to have other men, you're going to always run back to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it ain't a lot of men out there, and that's why I try to help men and support men and get them together, because I want them to understand what they can be. And there's so many women out there, man. I mean, you're doing yourself you're doing yourself a disservice to be caught up with just one woman. You know, so many women who need to be healed. It's your job as a masculine man and who has your shit together is to support and heal women. And you ain't got to be fucking them all. We can take sex out of it. It's an energetic relationship. When black women are happy and they feel loved and supported, they'll do anything for you. You give them 100%, they're going to give you 1,010%. They're going to raise their children better. I have women, I just know them. They have other children, and I go see their children. I hang with their children. I take their children to play to show them that masculine energy male figure. I'm not even fucking them. You know, and then my other women are supportive of that. They're not getting in my way and trying to tell me who I can and cannot be with. Can't no woman tell me who I can and cannot be with. This is not polygamy. You know, I've got to choose the women for you. Now, you know what I like. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get another you, because you're going to like what you about. I want something different. See, polygamy, what happens? Dude usually marries the same woman over and over again, just a younger version. You know, polyamory, you want variety in women who are different. You know, you want a tall black woman, you want a short black woman, may want a Latina. Next, I'm gonna get me a Chinese midget. I mean, you don't know what. I don't know. I'm gonna get whatever I'm attracted to, but usually it's variety. I don't get the same thing. Only thing I like is that Kit stays in the same field with me is holistic, conscious, natural, smart, intelligent goddesses. Those are the type
I
of
want to say something
that I'm attracted to.
How y'all doing, brothers?
How you doing, bro? What's going on? Go ahead.
I'm okay, man. It's Art, man. What's going on with you, Ken?
What's up, bro? Who's this calling?
It's Art. Art Ben.
What's going on, bro? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go holla at Dwayne, man.
What's going on, Dwayne, man?
Hey, bro.
Oh man, it's enlightening, man. It's funny at the same time, but it's it's real, man. It's real energy, man. It's real live, man. And I respect everything that you're saying, man. But a lot of women, man. But if you had noticed, man, it's only one woman that probably came on and spoke. The rest of them, thousands of them, billions of them, that won't come out to be honest about what's really real. Every woman wants one man. At least that's what they say, but we all know that's not true. But needless to say, man, it is what it is, man. And I respect everything you're saying, man. That's real. And that's all I wanted to say, man.
I appreciate that.
So, Dwayne, quick question. Yeah. Let me ask you this, man. So, we are in America. Mm-hmm. And what you're saying is you're at the beginning of it, right? In 70, 80, 90, 100 years, relationships will look different, right? It's going to look different. So you're at the beginning of it. So how do you, for the guys that's on, even women, how do you buy? It's hard for them to get out of their natural education. Their natural education is entitlement. I deserve. I don't share. And I've only seen one man, one woman, and any dude that has multiple women, he's a pimp. So how do you talk to somebody? I mean, because man, for real, especially in the urban environments, we're in a crisis. Yes, there's no fathers in homes.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
So, I always chuckle when people say, black women are most educated. And I'm like, well, but the babies are fucked up. So that doesn't mean nothing. Still, that doesn't mean anything. Like, we're all catching L's. And the primary reason is, there's no males around in the home. So how do you start to address that issue where it can start to save lives?
Well, you just said it. See, this is the social ramifications of what I'm doing. Okay. Usually the women I'm older. I'm 59 years old. So usually the women I deal with have children. You know what I'm saying? So I'm involved with their children too. So I am that male, that father figure in their lives. They can come to me. They can talk to me. We can hang out. I educate them on how to be a man. Talking to the girls, they see how I treat their mother. So they're going to get it. So they're seeing how a man should treat their mother. And they see their mother is constantly in an orgasmic state and blissed out. They're looking at this. So you'll notice little boyfriends that they date, these dudes are nice guys. You see little guys when they date their little girlfriends, they're nice girls because they're not arguing, they're not debating, because I don't argue and debate with my women. I mean, we argue and fight and all, we go through all that, but it's not a disrespect. It's an honor. They see the love. They see me on the couch with them, sometimes too, giving them love, supporting them, calling them, sometimes calling them and checking on them in school. They see all this going on. They see me as a part of their lives. So it becomes, again, what you just said, black men, we got to do this for social reasons and bring our community back. How are we going to beat and dominate anything and come together when we can't even come together with our women? And we know women outnumber men. We know that for a fact. You go anywhere, you go to the club, what you going to see mostly of? Women.
Right.
You go to the church, what you going to see mostly of? Women. Wherever you go, you're going to see women. And we're not taking advantage of this. Okay, well, let me start open my field up instead of me trying to go to this place and get one woman. Let me get 3 or 4 of them out of here. Let me expand my vision on what I can have based on the social needs of what should be happening so we can correct this information. But we have these shows on television, like Housewives of Atlanta. Look at all the men on the show. Aren't all those men beta men and all the women masculine? All of them. Don't none of them stand up. The only ones that stand up is on some of the hip-hop shows, but they so busy being full of shit. Even when they have more than one woman, they don't even know how to do it right. They do it in an ignorant way, where the women are competing against each other and don't know everything that's going on, so it becomes this old chaotic, stupid shit. But these Atlanta housewives, all these shows, they have these masculine, dominant women with these feminine, and they're not gay, they're just beta men. They let these women dominate them. So we just turn it around. We, like you said, we get back to our essence, we get back to our kingliness and start acting appropriately, being leaders, being entrepreneurs, being truthful, growing in ourselves, working on ourselves on a daily basis, building our character, building our self-esteem, understanding our history and knowing who we are, and open to our women and loving our women. Because what happens is I get so much support from women. You would be amazed the support that I get. All my needs are met. All my needs are met between the women that I deal with. And that's what you want. You want the support. You want the love. What does it do for a man? It makes him go hard, brother.
Exactly.
He's got the energy to go hard because he's happy. Right. He got women on his team. He wants to do for them. They're doing for him. He wants to see them grow. He wants to grow. So he's constantly building, and he practices, the sacred man practices can I. Can I is constant and never-ending improvement. So if I'm 10 years in a relationship with you, it'll feel like it's 1 year because I'm constantly building and growing the relationship, and you're going to take my leadership and you're going to come with me because guess what? You want to grow and build and become better. If you're not becoming better and building, you're not going to last with me. You got to be on you got to be on the vibration of building and growing, and those are the type of women that I attract.
Dope. Okay. Line is back open, man. You know, you hear what's going on.
They can go to polyamorysupport.com, polyamorysupport.com, and order the book Sacred Man. It's only $14.95.
Sacred Man, fellas. Even ladies, if you got a son, or even if you want your man to hear it. The Sacred Man by Dwayne Mooney at Polyamory Support. I'm going to put that in the group. Polyamorysupport.com. Okay, good. Plug that shit. Man, let's go. Anybody else? Let's. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why or why not?
Hey, Dwayne, this is Ra.
Hey, Ra.
What's up? Okay, so you know I'm in full agreement. But one thing I want you to explain is when we talk about making money, right, as couples, as extended families, as whatever the relationships look like, and we talk about having this free flow of honesty and energy flowing between the two people, I want you to talk about how that impacts your ability to make money, how when you are lying and covering up and not, walking in your full truth, right, how that blocks your abundance.
Woo. Oh, rah. So this is when it goes deep. How it affects your money. Well, when you deal in lack, and that's what people are dealing in, lack, when they're lying and cheating and just on an internal, energetic level, you're dealing in lack. So now you're cutting off your worth. It goes back to what I was saying. Now you got a side chick. What the hell is a side chick? So that means if you're not looking at this other woman as your other queen or your other love or your other life partner, how you going to build with a side chick? All you're doing is running to motels and spending money. You're not building with a side chick because she's a side chick. You just said it, side chick. You ain't doing nothing with her but just trying to get some yoni. So when you look at her as a queen or another partner, it changes the mindset. Now, and then you're not lying, you're creating energy and you're creating abundance. Now, how does your team work? Now, how do we build wealth? Maybe the women have a business together. Okay, I know a brother who has 2 women. One's in the house, one out lives somewhere else, but they own a fitness center together. So when you're not lying, which brings money to them, to the home, and to the other woman. So what happens is, which brings more happiness and harmony. So when the lies are not there and the communication is not there, you can start building and creating wealth, because now we're talking about more stuff than we're going to meet at the hotel on Thursday at 10 o'clock for about an hour. Now I'm talking to you and we're conversing, and this is what we're doing and this is what we're building. So now I can so like I have a woman that's dealing business with me that's outside of, the relationship, my primaries. She's got me making all kind of money. Well, I know who she is. And she got me making all kind of money. But because of her example, guess what she's done? Guess what her example has done? As with my primary women, it said, if she can do that with Dwayne, I can do this too. So because of not lying and me telling them about the woman and them knowing the woman, it's motivated them to do some things. So now they're learning from another woman that's outside of the relationship, not the primary relationship. She's in another city. So things change, and when you're in unit and when a man has leadership and information and he understands multiple women, creates abundance, because we're not just in it for the sex. We're in it for not only the social aspect, but to build empires and to create prosperity for everyone. And we want everybody to be independently wealthy and yet collectively wealthy.
Good shit. Good shit. Okay, let's keep it going. Who else? Somebody hop on. Oh, don't be scared, because y'all in relationships with dudes, and to open your mouth now. Somebody need to open their mouth.
I wish I could. My man's so fresh. I can't say nothing to my wife when I get busted in the face. This Craig, man, with that Mel America. You got that package?
Oh, what's going on, bro? I'll be out that address in a couple days.
Oh, okay. Well, let's wait on it.
Yeah. So let me ask you, Craig. So you said it would be if say you agreed with everything Dwayne was saying and you implemented that in your life, could you do it?
I honestly, at this point, I do agree with everything that he's saying. With the conscious thing and waking up, I guess you would say, and learning that, this man and one woman thing is all a part of Christianity, and it's powerful. But at the same time, I don't know how many people on this call, but from me traveling, going to the DR 3 times in 1 year, really living my life, running the streets, doing a lot, and now being with one woman for real this last year, I have became so strong mentally till, I put together what I put together that I shipped you. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, I got my mind right, I got my body right. Well, I say I got my temper right. I worked on me. But if I could implement this, if I could implement my raw feelings, my raw walking outside my house, seeing other women, getting a hard on for real, and then turning and coming back. You know what I'm saying? If I could just be real about everything, then it would just change the game. And I know it could take my game to the level it need to be to in a fucking 2 weeks.
Well, Craig, let me ask you about that. What does that look like? Because you just said if you can be raw, and you can, so raw means natural, okay?
Natural.
So if you can be your authentic self, you said it would take your game to another level. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Now one would ask, how much do you want that other level? Because if that can take your game to another level, wouldn't you push that issue so you can go to another level?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I come in now, brother?
Yeah.
See, you put a lot on them. See, what I'm hearing from him is this. It's like he was out there having a ball, doing his thing, got his stuff together, got that one good woman, right? Year passed. I said if he could open it up, he'd be a whole different dude. But how can he do it? Something like that. But how can he do it when he doesn't have a system or a protocol even to get his woman on board with something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, I want it, but how do I do it? You
definitely.
know?
I mean, it definitely wouldn't have. I mean, just like a few minutes ago, I mean, I put it on speaker one time and, let her chime in. The thing is, I mean, she done been there for me this whole time. I mean, shit changed for me. She been there for me. I mean, just like what you said. I mean, this is the person who I know is not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I came in, she got kids, I had kids, but I mean, this is my backbone. I mean, I know she ain't going nowhere. I know she loved me, and we cool. I mean, we straight. I mean, this is good. But at the same time, I do crave other women on a daily fucking basis. I mean, I'm a man. I mean, shit. I mean, and I mean, I'm not an ugly dude. I mean, I'm attractive. I run. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so right now, I don't put myself in a position to be presentable with my product. You know what I'm saying? So, and see, my thing is now, with being in this bullshit city, I got to leave the city to get my product moving. So I'm finna start hitting the road. So I'm trying to be in Atlanta in like 2 weeks. So I'm finna be moving. But if I could get business partners in Atlanta and Charlotte, and you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
It would take me to on a whole nother level quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. It would it would work for me in so many ways. Just being real about everything would just work for me. Not on the I'm trying to get out here and fuck everything. No, I mean I done did that. You know what I'm saying? But if I could just build relationships with women, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, without the line, and just be real, man, and be open about everything to where it work and it's beneficial for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even with somebody who's not traveling. Hey, if it work, man, if 2 dudes work for you or if 2 women work, because 1 woman can come in and help with the kids. I mean, you got women who can't have kids, who want to be able to help with kids. I mean, it's all kind of situations. So if it work for you, I mean, that's just my thing. Hey, man, if it work for you. But
what he's talking about is what I'm talking. It's the conscious polyamory, not that polyamory that the white folks is doing. You know, I'm talking about building legacies and putting that polygamous energy on it, but being open to the vibration of what your women do. You would be amazed. What he's talking about, man, I was seeing you in that, brother, because if I was in your position, that's exactly what I would be doing. Okay? It's just like when I go to Arizona, I got a woman in Arizona, beautiful sister. I may see her once a year, but she's there for me. Okay? So, and when I'm there, I have women around the country that when I come into a city, man, I ain't looking for no women. She's already there lined up waiting on me to get there. And as happy as she want to be to support and build with me when I'm in that city.
That's what's up.
So that is a beautiful thing. Now, when I'm not there, I don't know what she's doing. I'm not even caught up into what she's doing. But I look at her as one of my women. She may have a harem of men. I'm just one of her men. Who cares? She's being happy. She ain't sitting up there waiting on me and crying and when you going to get to town and you never see me. I don't want to hear all that. You know, I don't want to hear all that. Give it to somebody else. Please be with somebody else. Don't be stressing me out with all that stuff. So I'm in line with what he's talking about. That would just give him a beautiful life. And what will happen is that because he's not living his truth, you got to realize this is the secret herb for men. When you start living your truth, look, you know what happened to me? At 59 years old, I grew an inch. Okay? Okay, I grew an inch. My testosterone increased. My penis got bigger. Okay? Shit happened to me, and I have a twin brother. So you put us next to each other, you see the change that has happened because I'm living in my truth. So I know the shit works holistically and energetically for a man who's living in his truth and has love for multiple women. It feeds him. It gives him energy.
It does.
Let me say this, and this happens to a lot of people, male and female, is that sometimes we look at people that's down for us, and we look at them as them being down for us is progress for us, right? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a stray animal following you around. And because the stray animal is there when it rains on you, we sometimes take that energy and think we could build upon it. But that's not necessarily true because they may only be good for when it's raining, but they can't build no shit with you, though.
Damn.
That's you. I gotta keep it 100. Like, so a lot of times we like, yo, loyalty works a lot of ways. Loyalty is not just, man, when I was starving, you know, this person was there for me. Loyalty is also, yo, I make my own food now because of this person.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I didn't think about it like that.
See, now that goes deep, brother. It's like you got to understand, and this is what a man has to do. When I say manage, think about that. When I say in the book, managing multiple women, you know, in order to manage multiple women, you have to first manage yourself. Okay? So when I'm managing multiple women, that means I know who I am and I know what I want. So when I attract a certain woman, it's almost like I'm interviewing her to see if she's right for me. Okay? And I will know what role she plays in my life based on how she wants me to show up for her. Now, do I agree? You know, she chooses me. Now, do I choose her back? Okay? And the only way I'm going to choose her back if we come on agreement of how we are going to work together. You know, I don't know how she wants me to fit into her life, but we're going to figure it out. Is she my little princess, you know, that I just young, fine, you know, want her in my life because, you know, I want to be with her, have sex with her. You know, she's good eye candy for me to be with an older man, present to the world. You can look at her. Or is she a queen energy that got my back, building with me, putting money where I needed to put money? Or is she another woman who's just supporting my vision? If I'm somewhere, she's going to rub on me. She's going to make sure I eat. She's going to make sure I'm taken care of. Where does she fit into my life? Okay? And I'm willing to give her what she needs too. Okay? And this is how you, so what happens is it becomes a holistic lifestyle the way you deal with your women, what you attract, because you're attracting them for a certain reason. And when they come into your life, how are we both going to take advantage of this opportunity that the universe has brought to us? And then you start working on a whole nother, like I would like to say, God and Goddess level. Okay? So what he's talking about in his vision, brother, all I got to do is keep focused on that, keep seeing that vision, and don't look at it as a fantasy, but look at that as real and affirm it, and get the book, Sacred Man, How to Love, Heal, and Manage Multiple Women. Get it at polyamorysupport.com. Read that book and get some information so you have a system and a protocol to apply your magical masculine male.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Craig, thanks for your comment, bro.
All right, thank you.
Man, any ladies? Where the ladies at?
I'm here. Patty is here.
Okay, what's up, Patty?
Yeah, I'm an astrologer, so some people are just not built for monogamy, man. It's just some people just can't do it. I mean, it's in their chart. You know what I mean? They just.
Hey, Pat. They
were just not born like.
Pat, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You know what sign I am, right? You know what? You can figure out what sign I am, right?
Yeah, I know you are. I know you a Gemini. So
yeah. So you know that's right.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
So,
ladies, where you at?
I know too that some women are good at other things, than others. Like I may not be a good nurturer, but I'm good with numbers. I could look at charts all day, and I could add up numbers for you and be an accountant and all that. But when it comes to like kids and all that, like I may not be good at that. So maybe she could step, have another one.
So Patty, let me ask you this. So Dwayne is, you and Dwayne are dating. No, you guys meet. On the first day, he drops this on you. He not only says, I'm married, I got 2 wives, I don't stop there. I got women all around the country and next all around the world. You like this dude. To that you say what?
I say, man, like, if you can help me with my goals, my big dreams, if I can meet the women, you know what I'm saying? And, I'll be down with it, honestly. Yeah.
So you won't ever have the feeling of, I don't think I could share this. This is so great. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can share this. I need this to myself.
'Cause me, I like my privacy. I like my free time. I can't even picture. I don't know how married people could do it. I don't know how you could sleep in the same bed with the same person. Like I would have to sleep in another room because I just can't. I can't deal. Like that's just too much for me. But that's just too much. I'm like, I need a break. Like this is.
I'm with you, Patty. This raw. I be like, if I could have them like on rotation, like 3 months on, 3 months off, like.
Like I can't deal. Can you go somewhere? Do you got something to do? Or like...
Okay then. That's what's up.
Now, Dwayne, real quick, are you there, Dwayne?
I'm here, brother. I'm loving it.
Oh, okay. So for the women that's on, let's give them a word real quick because now you see a different kind of woman that is like, you know what, I've seen it. I know money exists. I know traveling exists. I seen Josephine Baker. I want to make moves like that. And Josephine Baker ran through men. But and a lot of these girls, they remember Madonna's Truth or Dare, stuff like that. So now a girl that says, I want a dude in every city, but she can't actually say it like you say it because she's going to be a hoe. So now she goes back into her shell of, you know what, maybe I'm not like that. Now she conforms. So what about the women that think like Dwayne? What should they do? Because they have a hard, especially if they're black, they have a harder transition into that kind of lifestyle or just doing some legendary shit, period. The transition is harder. So you say what to that?
This is what I say to women like that. In fact, these are the type of women I attract. But this is what I say to women like that, to Ra and Pat that's on the line, that they have to be very, for one thing, just like men, they have to be independent, make their own money. Because if they don't, if they come to their husband with this type of stuff, you know, men, they get more emotional than women, and they're going to try to control you. They're going to close the bank accounts, and they're going to call you a hoe. And, you know, for me, hoe means heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. So when I get women like this who wants to do their thing, remember when I talked about the feminine, masculine energy. The masculine energy is like saying, this is how what I do, this is open. The feminine energy is more secretive, more alluring. She may not tell her business up front the way she does things unless she's asked, unless she has to tell somebody. Her way may be different because she's dealing with men that usually won't put up with it at first. But bottom line is, I've seen Ra. I don't know Pat. Ra takes care of herself. Ra is independent. Ra is a queen. And bottom line is, if you want that yoni, you're going to have to deal with what she says. Okay? If you want her to shake her booty for you, you're going to have to deal with what she says. You see what I'm saying? So it's her confidence and her poise and her belief in her system and protocol that she will attract men that want to be a part of her harem. Point blank.
But Dwayne, quickly, real quick, no real man is going to be down for that. That's the thing. No real man is going to allow his woman, another man that hit his wife and be, no real man is down for that.
Well, that's not a real man when he's trying to control his woman's yoni. See, what happened is, toward this curriculum that's even taught in the motherland, this patriarch system that says that, you know, this marriage, slavery was created from marriage. The system of slavery when you look at the laws of slavery, that came from marriage. So marriage is a way to control the yoni, control women. If you look at religion, everything below the waist is negative and everything above the waist is positive. So in reality is that when a man does not want to possess his woman and knows he doesn't control her yoni, then that's a real man. That I want my woman, I want a Ra, a Pat, to enjoy men. Because you know what? In reality is when they come back to me, they are happy, they are relaxed, and they are not giving me any grief. What do I run into with women? I tell women that they can be free. They may have other men, but they still, because of their feminine energy and their emotional level, they still will show jealousy if I'm with another woman. And yet they have other men. Isn't that weird? They still get jealous of me. They got to work on it. They got to get through it. But that still happens because of the emotional, when you're putting that strong pipe, that phallic in them, and you're just making them feel a certain way, a lot of them just don't want you to make another woman feel as good as you make them feel. And if you're doing it with another woman, that means you're going to leave them. So they go through all this psychological drama based on the way they were raised, that you got to break those patterns and those habits of thinking that they may think. So this is what I work on, and this is what I stress. When you're in this lifestyle, men have got to be, men love the part of, yeah, I can have all the women I want, but as soon as my woman can have other men, now we start, hey, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to see my women with other men. You better get used to it because it's happening anyway. It's going on because, like I said, you marry the wife. This is what men do. Again, they marry the wife. They want to marry their virgin energy. They cheat with the hoe, their girlfriend. Their girlfriend have other men. You just another man in her life. They have to be doing it anyway. But what happens is you don't love her. She's just a hoe you fucking. You love your wife, so it's different. And that's where you get tricked. Because sooner or later, you're going to divorce your wife, because you fucking this other woman. You're going to divorce your wife, and she's going to end up fucking somebody. And now you're trying to get back with your wife. So it's happening anyway. Okay, we're just saying, let's make it real, and let's make it honest, and let's be real with each other, and let's practice something we call in polyamory, which we call compersion. Compersion. I'm happy that you are happy with another man, and I'm not tripping off you. And the only thing that I want you to do, I want you to be with a good brother, because I don't want the brother in my face hating on me. I don't want him hating on me, calling me up, and he all emotional that he don't want me dealing with you, and I was dealing with you first. It's like, Negro, please. What kind of emotional trip are you in? Go ahead. Who's talking?
Got a question. Okay, so how do you spot out a good brother? Cause
who's this talking?
This is Carlita.
Oh, how you doing, Carlita? Go ahead.
It's so many imposters out here. How do you spot out a good man? But I just got through, and look, I have to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. Just got divorced myself. He came back to me. Come to find out, he's messing with some chick. So I cut him off. He dumbed me down. He took good care of me. And as a result, what I'm seeing is that I'm not as prosperous as I could have been because I wasn't checking my own bag. But he seemed like he was a good man, which I'm seeing he not because he was lying and playing games. How do I know, for future reference, a good man?
Well, sound like, from the information that you're giving me, that he was a good man. The thing is, I know he sounds like he was a good man. It sounds like that you're hurt that you guys are not together.
No, that's not the point. The thing is, he lied.
That's the part I'm saying. The part I'm saying right there. Okay. This is where women, I want to deal with this part. How do I find a good man? Mm-hmm. I want to deal with what you just said and what happened. You just said he did this and he's good at that and he had my back. But then what happened is I found out that he had another chick. Okay, and he lied. So this is what happens. This is what happens to men. Mm-hmm. Okay, you ready for this? I'm getting ready to do some real talk.
I'm ready.
And it's for all the women out there.
Mm-hmm.
What we do is when a man lies or when a woman lies, we get more caught up into the lie than what they were doing. If only they would have been honest.
Yeah.
And we got to realize, so I could have made the choice, because that's what we want. At least do that. We get caught up into the lie, and then what happens? Mm-hmm. So what happens is that is the way men are raised in the society, is to hide, because they are looking at what happens when they tell the truth. Mm-hmm. They look at the movies. Women get upset. They divorce or they leave. They do all this. So we're programmed to lie. Or we lie because we don't want you doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Okay? So I don't want you getting another man, so I can tell you about the woman I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we lie because we don't want to hurt your feelings. Mm-hmm. And we don't want to deal with the pressure that you're going to put on me based on what I'm doing. So we lie. Again, what did I say before? That makes a man get into his beta self. When a man gets into his beta manhood, he ends up hurting the woman. And I feel like something happened, a lie that happened. Now, say, for instance, if he would have been truthful and honest, and he would have expanded his vision about who you are in his life, and he had the other woman, and he would have been truthful and honest, and you guys could have built something. You could have been her friend or not been her friend. It doesn't matter. But you would have known what was going on, so you could have made the decision if you wanted to be with him or not. If nothing else, you would have been friends. If nothing else. I can't fuck you because I'm monogamous. I just can't. Well, we're still going to be friends. But if you could have kept a relationship, how the dynamics would have changed if he wouldn't have lied. So what I would do if I was in your case, see, what happened is, this is part of the work that we do when I deal with people, when I consult people. See, I'm not going to, it's like, why did the lie trigger you so much? Because we all lie. Literally, we all lie on some type of way. When men lie, women know that the man is lying, smell it on him, his energy changes, he's not treating you right. They know. They just put up with it. And then when they find out, they act like they didn't know when they knew something was going on. They just may not knew exactly. Now, so when the lie comes up, we got to look at, okay, well, why is that lie triggering me so much rather than me having compassion and empathy for him and helping him being able to tell the truth with me? Because a lot of times our mates puts us in a situation where we're actually afraid to tell them the truth. And we'd rather deal with the lie. And see, on the other end, I help men stop being afraid of women because they're afraid of their mama. And that's so you got to look at what triggers you. Where in your life when somebody lied to you that hurts you so much that you just separated yourself. And this is what we go into in your world because it has nothing to do with him. What happens when you get in a relationship, and negative and positive, is for you to grow. And when you look at those situations, this even in a monogamous relationship, when somebody does something, why is it triggering me so much, but yet I attracted that person to me? So what it is that I'm supposed to grow. I'm supposed to grow. So let me learn the tools to grow from that so this won't happen again. Why is this happening to me? And it's to grow. And those are things that we get into when I consult, and we go further into that to heal you from creating these scenarios that you create with men. And it goes back to what I think you said, brother, when you said when women are put in these positions, how do they do it? Well, just like men. First, you have to work on you. Ra is a perfect example who has worked on her. When Pat was talking, she's talking on the frame of what she wants. Now, I will go in and teach her how to attract what she wants because she has to become a certain type of woman to attract what she wants. Just like the brother who was talking with the way he said he wanted it. Well, he has to read the book and he has to consult with me, and I will teach him and educate him and train him on how to become who he needs to be to attract or to have his woman to grow and match his vibration on what he wants. Because it's not about changing your woman. This is the deep part. It's about changing yourself.
Exactly. I learned that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was deep.
Thanks for your comment, Doctor. Thanks for your comment. Any other comments or questions?
Hey, Kev, man, this Art, man, I got something say to the brother, man. I was once that guy, man. I was that guy that was lying like 40 going north, man. Real talk, man. And I got 4 kids. About 3 different baby mamas. But I'm not one of them. But I'm not one of them absentee fathers. I don't abandon my children. But I just wanted to say this, man. When you talk, when you speak about when women say that men lie, well, it's what a lot of people don't understand is it's pain built on top of pain.
There you go.
You know, it's not just women. It's us too. You know, of course, it's that us too. Everybody got the us too going on show. You know, so you know, just like they've been hurt. Hell, I agree to say we've been hurt too. You know, by mothers, right. Fathers, you know, family members. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's not that we purposely go out to try to harm them or hurt them. We just try to get through the pain that we hidden for years. And as we grow of age, we tend to not seek therapy. But as we grow of age, some of us do seek therapy, like me, and we do learn to understand that we human. We live, we learn, we grow, and we try to help the next person to live, learn, and grow just like we do. You know, so that's all I pretty much wanted to say, man.
I'm so glad you called, brother, and I congratulate you and I commend you for dealing with your children. And I know, internally you would love to, and you may have dealt with some of the mothers. You may still do from time to time. But I know in reality that you would love to have a cohesive energy and a family situation with them all, where you were there for them and they were there for you, and it wasn't that separation. Because I'm in the same situation. I have 4 children from 3 different mothers, and I wish I knew what I knew now I knew back then. That I could have kept them on my team and in my harem, and it was more of a family unit rather than separation and that cheating and that guilt and all that bullshit that you go through. So I commend you for doing what you can. So I'll suggest that you get Sacred Man from polyamourysupport.com, and it'll really help you even be able to nurture the relationships on a certain energetic level that the women know that you are there for them. And not only for the children, but you're there for them too, even if they have husbands and other men. So, go ahead.
I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off. But even not even having the book, I guess it just came naturally. But I do it, and like Ken saying, like a lot of brothers I know, we speak about helping other individuals, not just women, but helping individuals grow. Helping them progress. I'm about that all the way. I live in Detroit. We call it the dirty glove down here.
Yeah.
Rough life, tough life, So, man, it's just in my blood to not see my community of people go down. And also I just make sure that they are sometimes at ease. Financially, if I'm able to support that, I'm able to support that, and to uplift them, encourage them, So, but I will grab the book. That's the most definite. I definitely support.
I was just going to support where you're already coming from. Where you're coming from naturally, you're going to have aha moments when you read the book. Oh, yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, I understand that. And you'll be able to go further into everything that you're about and expand in your vision and put yourself in the proper state and heal yourself. Like you said, the pain that we put on people and the lies that we told, it's for a reason. And that's when I talked about the woman's side going into her history, he just did it. That's why I know you deep. You just did it when you said, the mothers, the cousins, that pain. And what we try to do is work through that pain and to get free of pain and tell a new story so we can present the real us to the world and not hiding who we truly are. Really opening up and expanding our kinghood, our queenhood, and start building our kingdoms, queendoms, and empires.
That's right. I agree with you, bro.
Dope. Any ladies
I'm curious to see what's going on with the ladies. Right?
Hey, we got till 2:30 because I got to get. My woman just came in here and she's looking at me.
Okay, cool. So I want if there's any ladies, and then Dwayne, I definitely want you to discuss anything you got going on and where they can find you and how they can follow up with you.
Okay.
So any ladies?
Yes, this is Angela. Hi, everybody. Good evening. And
How you
Ken,
doing, Angela?
I'd like to thank you for opening up this platform. My thing is, with the level that I've reached over time in the relationships that I've experienced and the things that I've experienced in my life, I am in total agreement with everything that I've heard here. But my thing is the people that I'm around and the people that I associate with, they're not there. So it is a thing of you're in this place and your mind is open, but now it's like getting into connection with other people who think like you and believe like you and being able to grow together.
That's deep. You know, and this is why I say that that's deep, because remember when I was out there doing the TV show, I met one woman out there that was like that. And I found in that area, where are you calling from, dear?
I'm in Largo, Maryland.
Oh, you're in Maryland. Okay, I was thinking it's people in Maryland who are doing this. But I was thinking if you were in the Arizona area, when I was out there, I felt the same way. I'm like, there ain't really a lot happening out here. People are stuck. They're so opinionated and judgmental. I can't find that energy, right? I found one person, but it didn't work. And I said, I got to get back to L.A. And when I went to L.A., got online, Facebook, now I found one in Arizona. So even though I was saying it wasn't there, now one of my women is in Arizona. So it's like, I'm like, it is there where you are. You just have to continue to visualize it. You have to continue to search for it. It's like there's a couple of rooms out there. It's a Black and Poly group. It's called Black and Poly. They're on Facebook. They have people in Maryland. So you just got to hook up with the people that are into those type of things and start talking about it and start communicating about it, and you will be surprised how many people are involved and thinking like you're thinking. So you just got to continue to manifest your reality no matter where you are and create your world. It'll happen for you.
Thank you.
Dope. Anybody else? Okay.
I was online trying to buy the book.
Dwayne, go ahead and get into some of the things you got going on and how people can follow up with you. Because I'm sure I can see who's on the line, so it's people that's just soaking it up right now. So they might want to follow up with you in private. But if so, how can they do that?
Yeah, well, of course, they can order the book from polyamourysupport.com, Sacred Man, How to Love, Heal, and Manage Multiple Women. And that can work. A woman can read it and learn how to manage men, too. A man can read it, learn how to manage women, and women can read it and give it to their man so he can manage women. So when I say manage, don't look at it as a negative. It's or like a pimp. And when I say pimp, in my way, it means positive individual managing perfection, which happens to be women. So what you're doing is you are managing them like an entertainer or athlete comes to a manager looking for support and help and have their career guided. Now, me as an actor, I'm going to come to the manager and tell them what I want. So we're working hand in hand to create my life, to create my vision. They're my support system. So that type of management. I don't make any woman do anything that she doesn't want to do. I'm in line with what she wants to do. I'm going to help her grow. And if she changes that, I'm just like a person goes to their manager and says, no, I don't want to go this way. I want to do it this way. I got to adapt and change with her because I want her to be great. I want her to fulfill her life. I want her to be empowered. So I'm there to support her on her vision and her mission. So that's what I mean by manage. So you go to Polyamory Support and order the book. You can see me on Facebook. Dwayne Mooney is me with a picture of Dick Gregory. You can Facebook me. I have a lot of friends, so make sure you inbox me so I can connect with you that way. So send me a message so I can inbox you. You can go to my email, booneysuccess@yahoo.com, leave a message, sign up with my newsletter on Polyamory Support, and get with me, ask me a question. We can sit down and consult. I can consult you. I can coach you. I can show you how to do this properly where you can get in a position, even if you're monogamous, you can have a better relationship with your mate in a monogamous relationship. But it really works for you if you want multiple relationships. How to do it right, how to set the stage for your partner where you can do it in the right, holistic, positive, affirming way.
Oh, okay, man, that was awesome. Anybody else? No comments? Ladies, you good? You got to soak all that. Okay.
I think you're having an event, right? Is it November 11th? I saw a flyer.
Yes.
In LA. Yeah, I was interested in buying the ticket, and I went to the website, but I didn't see the event, so.
Oh, make sure you inbox me so I can send you the flyer and then the person that you can get in contact with, Dwayne Mooney.
Okay.
What's Zanetta's last name, baby? Zanetta Tribble is the person to get in. That's Zanetta Tribble, Tribble. Zanetta Tribble.
Okay.
She's a sister with locks. But she's putting on the event. Just get in touch with her and order your tickets because it's going to be a hell of a show.
Okay.
Dope. Anybody else? Okay, cool beans. Hey, Dwayne, man, we appreciate you coming and dropping that, man. I definitely believe, especially the gentleman that's on the line. You know, we need this as young guys. You know, we have ideals, and many of us have no clue about how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we leave a trail of tears along the way. And, you know, you like the same way you said about lying kind of ruins the testosterone. I believe saying sorry a lot too does.
Oh, man.
Right? So always apologizing, you know what I'm saying? Always in error, always in trespass, always, especially now if you're straight. If you're straight and black male, like you're politically correct, man. You know what I'm saying? You have no way to channel your energy. And then just a lot of dudes you meet is hoes, for real.
Yeah.
It just so there's no brotherhood, and then there's no fatherhood, and no unclehood, and no grandfatherhood. So you're left to wing it, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even myself, bro, you know what I'm saying? I agree with a lot of what you said. I stand on it. But I'm definitely going to copy your book because, like you said, man, you need some type of methodology. Yeah. Every scientific principle has some type of function to it on how this works from A to Z to get that particular result.
Correct.
It's a system.
Correct.
It's a system. Got to be a system.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Man, so we thankful and you know, we thankful for you and shit. I bear witness. Everything you said was right and exact. You know what I'm saying? That was ill. You know what I mean? So we are appreciative of you, sir.
I thank you very much, and I want to give a shout out to Ra for getting in touch with you, having me get in touch with you, and making this happen. And that was a beautiful flyer that she put together. So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir, man. So,
in fact, you see the Mexican in the picture. That's Melissa. That's who I'm with right now. That's her in the picture.
Oh, dope. Okay, yeah, man. Right, you know, people need to see this because many of them haven't. We only know one side, the love and hip hop side, the beta male side, the messy side where the woman is talking greasy to the dude. And he's tap dancing, and I'm so sorry. You know, we just seen Kevin Hart looking retarded.
Oh, brother, now you're gonna.
You know what I'm saying? We just seen him.
For the next hour. You're gonna keep me on for the next hour. Now we gotta talk about Kevin Hart.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like
he baited out. He baited out. Look, he cheated. First of all, he's with the woman who he left his wife. He was cheating on her when he was with his wife. Now the woman that the so-called side chick is his woman, and he's cheating on her. And he tried to act like it was a set that I got drunk and I cheated. No. You wanted to cheat. That's why you got drunk. Let's tell the truth. Because what happened is the woman that you married, the second woman he's married, I'm going to keep this short, but I'm going to give you a little insight on how this works. The woman that you married was the gold digger. It was the pretty woman that you never would have got if you didn't have no money. So obviously she wasn't really attracted to you like that. She just got with you because of your money. So what happens? She gets pregnant. She don't want to give you the yoni, and she probably wasn't giving it to you a lot before she got pregnant. She just wanted to get pregnant because that's a $1 million baby. So what happens? He ain't getting the love, so of course he's gonna be out there. If you look at the woman he saw that he cheated with, beautiful, about his height, brick house. She probably was attracted to Kevin because she even said she didn't even know him, even though I don't believe that. But she probably was attracted to Kevin. Kevin was attracted to her. So to deal with his guilt, because he knew he fucked up before, he said, I'm going to get drunk so I can deal with her. Come to find out it wasn't just that night. He was fucking her for a straight week. Okay? So now he's sitting there feeling sorry for himself because he know he did it on his first wife. So now he's feeling like the bad guy. The world making him feel like a bad guy. If you're looking at the jokes he's telling, they're all beta jokes. He's talking about the jokes about his wife and he around the house. And I didn't know she looked at porno, and she looking at all these porno movies with these tall, big, strong men that don't look nothing like me. So I'm in the house trying to look tall, turning on, putting in light bulbs in light fixtures. So he's telling beta jokes. You hear me? Just like he does short jokes. Now he's doing beta jokes. So you understand what's really going on and why he did it. And the thing is, rather being honest, now look, if I had as much money as Kevin, what the hell am I lying about and cheating when I got all the money in the world? Right. I can have a wife in every country in the world if I want to, with a big old house if I want to. Right. You know, look at what Ted Turner does. You know what Ted Turner does? The dude who owns TNT. He's got 4 women, and he rotates every week. He's with the other one. He's with one for 1 week. He's with another one for another week, and they all have mansions that he owns. And he goes from one to another and spends 7 days with them out of the month. And they all know about each other, and that's the way he does. Why? He has the money to do it. Kevin Hart, you got the money to live. You got the money to keep your ex-wife. Why did you give up her for the new wife? You should have just added on. You got the money to do it. That's one thing I respect about Mayweather. Yeah, he may have beat on women, but obviously they come back because he's a boxer, so they're used to taking the punch. But in reality is he's got 7 women and lets you know exactly what he's doing. Takes care of them. They eat well. They have money. He does that. I think many men should, especially if you have money, you should go on and be truthful and stop hiding and stop cheating. Now I say poor men, get your money up, get your game up, and do the same thing. Because when you have multiple women and you don't have a lot of money, it makes everything easier. Look at tribal living. This is the way the tribes did it. We did it as a community. You know, I found out from a sister from the motherland told me, back in ancient times, check this out, this is for you sisters. When a woman wanted another man in the tribe, what the man, the suitor, she would be married and have a husband. Husband would leave, you know, out fishing, doing what he's doing. The man that would come, the other man, lover that would come, he would put his spear on the hut. So when the husband would come back, he would know not to enter the hut because he knew her other man was there because the spirit was there. And he would wait till the spirit left to come back to the hut. That's how they did it. Okay? So it's always been going on. It's just the stories that's never told because the patriarchy that we live in.
Go.
And don't let me talk about Tiger Woods, but I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah, plug that book one more time, brother.
Yeah. So it's polyamorysupport.com. Order the book, Sacred Man: How to Love, Heal, and Manage Multiple Women.
Dope. Dwayne Mooney, man, we appreciate you, brother.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Next week, we're going to get it on. Holla.
Peace, poly, and prosperity.
Peace.